Welcome to my Cosy Comfort Food Series, where every week I share one homely comforting dish to warm you up from the inside out. This week it's my version of creamy Somerset chicken. So first things first, we're going to heat up around 30 grams of butter in a big non-stick pan, and you're going to add in 4 decent sized chicken breasts. Season these really well with salt and pepper, and then give them a couple of minutes on each side until they're lovely and golden brown. Next up, we're going to add some smoked bacon. I use around 100 grams of chopped smoked bacon. You could also use bacon lardons here. We're going to pop that in with our chicken and let it cook until it's nice and crispy. Whilst your chicken is browning, we're going to peel and dice 1 large brown onion and then chop 2 stalks of celery. You want to peel a couple of really large tart apples. I used Granny Smith's, but whatever ones you can get hold of, the more crisp and sour the better. Set these aside, and if you're not using them straight away, then you can always pop them in some water. It will stop them going brown. I also added around 6 cloves of crushed garlic. So we're going to remove the brown chicken and the crispy bacon from the pan, and then add the chopped veg into all that lovely bacon juice. We're going to cook that gently until it's all soft and lovely and caramelised. Then you're going to stir in your garlic along with a teaspoon of fennel seeds and 2 tablespoons of plain flour. Make sure to cook this for a few minutes. We're going to release the fragrance in the garlic and ensure that the flour isn't raw. Pour in 250 ml of dry cider. I use this vintage Henry Weston's from Lidl. It's really reasonably priced, and any cider will do, to be honest. Once you've poured that in, you're going to add another 250 ml of chicken stock, and then pop the chicken and bacon back in the pan. Make sure you add all the lovely resting juices from the chicken. Then add a large sprig of rosemary and cover it up. Simmer this gently for around 30 minutes. So whilst our chicken was simmering away, I boiled 1 kilo of floury potatoes in some really well salted water. Now I've used a potato ricer just to ensure that my mash is completely lump free before I actually mashed it with a potato masher. To this I added 75 grams of butter along with 100 ml of double cream and 100 grams of extra mature cheddar cheese. I never said this was healthy, but it is delicious. Season this to taste with salt and pepper, and I also added a handful of fresh chives to mine. Now the chicken should be lovely and tender, so I'm going to add 150 ml of double cream, a heaped teaspoon of wholegrain mustard and a small handful of fresh parsley. I also added about a tablespoon of dried tarragon, and again season well with salt and black pepper. This stays uncovered and simmers for about another 5 minutes or so until the sauce becomes a silky consistency. I serve mine alongside some cavolo nero, which I just chopped up, sautéed in some butter. I added some cayenne pepper, some smoked sea salt and some garlic granules. Then I added a generous helping of that delicious creamy mash to a warmed plate. Top it with one of the chicken breasts and pour over plenty of that creamy sauce. Add your side of choice and top with plenty of fresh parsley. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and join me next week for another cosy, comforting recipe.